everyone, it's Sam here. Thank you for watching. So today I'm going to show you how I've made this very cute card. This one's for Father's Day, but obviously you can decorate this and have it for any occasion you like. I did make this quite a few weeks ago during a Facebook Live, so apologies to those of you that have been waiting for me to put this onto YouTube. There's just been so much going on, but I finally got around to making it. So this one, as you can see, is for Father's Day, so I'll be giving this one to my dad. And then you just open up, obviously depending on how you decorate it. My decoration here has come up quite high. You kind of want to keep that a little bit more open, but you can see when you open it, you have all this space inside. So I've done a couple of handbag style cards. I'll link them up here. I did one that's like a makeup bag, and I've got another one that's really old, which is just purple with butterflies on, I think. But the nice thing about this is you can put a gift card in here, or a very thin, small gift as well would go in. And then it just all, obviously that would just fold back down. Like I said, I've got the decoration covering that bit, but you can see the profile of it, and then it just displays like a little bag. So this is a gardener's bag. I've just filled it with all bits and pieces. I'm going to do the same again, but I'm not going to personalize it, so it won't have Dad on, and I'm going to make it a retirement card, so then I've got it in my stash for when I need it. So let's get started. It's a really fun style to make. So I'll talk through all the bits that I've used to decorate towards the end, because not everybody's going to need to know that, because they may well not be doing a gardener's theme. Everything else, you don't need any dies. The card itself is very easy to make. It's a great one for beginners as well, actually. So I've got all of my little bits to decorate there, which again, I will talk through at the end. Okay, so that's all the mats and layers and the details. So the card itself is these two pieces. So I'm going to decorate this slightly different. So whereas with this one, I've got the green and then I've got the brown on the front, this one I'm doing all in craft card. So this piece here will be the flap or the closure at the front. And then this one here is going to be underneath, and then we'll come up around to the front like so. Okay. So for this piece here, we'll call this the back. This is 7 3/4 by 6, and along the 7 3/4 side, you want to score at 2. Okay. And then with this piece here, this is 8 1/4 by 6, and along the 8 1/4 side, you want to score at 5 3/4, 6 3/4, and 7 3/4. And with this one, you want to create a, well, the way you're looking at it, that's going to be a valley, mountain, and then a finish with the valley fold. If you look at it that way, it's a mountain, a valley, and a mountain fold. But you want that effect there. For then all of the pocket detail, so these here, all of this will make this here. So you've got one big pocket, and you could put, someone said putting a pack of seeds in there would look really nice as well if you were going with this theme. But you can imagine you could put little gifts in this, small pieces of jewellery, little earrings wrapped in tissue paper, some small makeup, you know, lipstick, mascara, they're all going to fit in there. So you've got 3 small pockets on the front and then that one big pocket. If you just want the one big pocket, then this is a piece of 2 3/4 by 8. Along that 8-inch side, you're going to score at half, 1, 1 1/2, 6 1/2, 7, and 7 1/2. And then rotate it, and along the short side, you're going to score at half. Okay, yeah, and I've already distressed all of that. And then for the small pockets on the top, I've already cut into those two, but you want 3 pieces of 1 3/4 by 3. Along the 3-inch side, you're going to score at 1/4, 1/2 inch, and 3/4, and then 2 1/4, 2 1/2, and 2 3/4. And then pop it on the short side and score at 1/4. So first of all, we'll stick this together, and then I will go through all of the cutting of the pockets. So like I said, this one is going to stick or attach to the end of this one, and then the flap will come over, and there's the front then. Okay, in fact, I need to put a bit of brown ink all on the front of that piece. I'm going to quickly do that now before I forget. Okay, that's better. You're going to take some glue and you're going to add it to the outside of this tab, and you're going to attach it. I flip that over to the other end of that piece. So you've got the flap at the end here. Make sure everything is nice and straight, like so, because that's then your card size. Now it's just under 6 by 6, because for me, when I add the handle, I think I ended up so that this will go in a 6x8 envelope, and I've got the box envelopes on my channel for those. But obviously if you want to keep it within that 6x6 size, then you know, leave the handle, or maybe have some ribbon so that way it can all fold in on, you know, with the card in the envelope. It could be like a clutch bag style. It's entirely up to you. Okay, so now when that opens up, I've got my space to write my message. I will cut another piece of 5.5, I think it is, by 5 3/4. And that way it will cover that join then as well. So I'm going to just leave that to one side just to finish drying, and then we'll cut the pockets. So with both of the pockets, you'll have that long bottom tab, and then you'll have 3 tabs either side. So same with the small one, you've got the 3 tabs either side and the long one on the bottom. Working on that one, you want to cut along. You'll have 3 little squares basically. You just want to remove those completely, like so, and then again like so. And then you want to do a concertina fold, so a mountain, valley and a mountain. That one will fold under, and again mountain, valley, mountain. So you want to fold that up under first, and then fold those around each side, and you can see we've got our pocket, and that's going to attach to the front. Again, I'll just repeat that on this one. So just cut away those small 3 little squares in each of those bottom corners. And then again, mountain, valley, mountain, mountain, valley, mountain. And just make sure that piece is folded up. We're going to squash all that down, and then it will just fan out towards the top or expand towards the top, so you've got room to be able to pop things in there. So then we want to attach them onto there. So it's easier to do this all first. So I'm going to use my quick grab glue. Now with craft card, it's very absorbent, so you probably will find red tape might be better. So I'm just going to go a little bit heavier with the glue. First of all, I'm just going to keep that folded in and just fold over so that it's sticking on that inner tab just a little bit, and that will just kind of hold it all in that shape. So I'm just kind of holding it there so it's not sticking them down. Can you see they're still springing? So you can see when I open that, it's just attached to that bottom one. And then I'm just going to add my glue. Okay, I'm going a little bit heavier than I normally would. So now hold it all in like this, and you want to sit this one in the middle. And I'm going to come up just a little bit from the bottom. So come up about 1/4 of an inch. Get rid of that excess glue there. That looks about centered to me. By the time I've added all my decoration, you won't notice it. So just make sure you keep that pinched at the bottom, because you want it to stick that bottom piece down so that, can you see at the top, it expands out. So just hold that all there for a minute. Okay, so I'm just going to repeat that now with the other 2. Okay, so that's all my pockets attached. So you're just going to do the same now with the bigger pocket. So I'm going to add my glue. What I might do is just add a little bit there first and just show you what I did on those smaller ones up close. So I'm just folding over so it's actually sticking to that first panel. And then those 2 still fold back. And then you can add glue all in there as well. But if I just show you, just kind of tacking that in place so it forms that pocket. So that then, you know, the bigger items don't fall out through the bottom. So again, I'm just folding in the 2 sides there, and just make sure they're folded back like so. And then you can just add that glue all there and along the sides like so. And then this one is going to stick on the front. So you've got your flap, it all opens up like this. It's going to stick on the front here. So just kind of fold those down. Oh, hang on, before I do that, I've got this here. I've got all my, instead of pattern paper, I've embossed this here so it looks like a woven effect. So I'm going to use my strong construction glue on this piece. So it's just going to bring a lot of strength back into the card. Okay, so that's all stuck on. I've also stuck these small little squares, which I've also embossed with the same embossing folder, and I've got this strip here. So if you want to decorate the fronts, and this is where on this one I added them in the white and then pop the dad on the front. So I'm just going to leave these plain because then I can still personalise it if I need to. These are 1 1/4 squared, so you just want 3 of those. And then I've just rounded off the corners on this. I thought it looked quite nice, so I'm going to do the same with this piece. This is just my corner punch. And then again, stick this one down. Okay, so that's everything stuck down, and then I've just got my, I think these are the 10mm hook and loop. You can use ribbon, you could maybe pop some, you know, punch some holes, feed some ribbon through. You can use magnets if you would like, but I like using my hook and loop. And then I'm just going to close that up. I'm just going to leave all that there now to dry whilst I decorate it. So I'm going to follow the same arrangement of this one. I really like it. So I'll just talk you through for anybody that is interested on how, well, where all these pieces are from. I know quite a few of you probably recognise these pieces anyway. But I've got the little seed packs, some of your gardening tools there. Little caterpillar. I think I'm going to add the little fence. I know you wouldn't have a fence in here, but I do think just in the background, I think I might. We'll see. I've got my happy retirement sentiment, which I need to cut, and I've got my handle there. So all of this, the handle is from this set here. If you can just see the die, Floral and Hats set. This set works on its own because you can use the handle just like I am, and you've got dies there to, you know, decorate and cut out the stamped images here as well. And then the happy retirement is from the sentiments from this set here, which also has all of your dies here that I've used. So everything apart from those two, so all of these pieces here are all from this stamp and die set. Again, it will be linked below. And then this is an old set of mine, which was my twist and pop set, but in here you've got all these garden related dies. You've got the fence here and everything, and you've got your spade and your rake, and that's what I've just cut there. So that's all of those pieces to decorate. Like I said, I'm going to pretty much follow the same arrangement as this, but I'm going to try and just bring things down a little bit lower, even though you can still open that okay. Yeah, I'm just going to play around with that. The handle, you just add some glue, and I'm just going to pop that behind and keep it within that 8-inch height. If you don't have the handle like this, you can just cut yourself. If you've got nesting oval dies or circle dies, get 2 of them together. Get one large one and then one that's maybe 2 sizes down, and just sit it in the middle, pop some tape so it's in place, run it through, and you'll get just a ring, and then cut that in half and it will give you a handle, and then you can stick that behind. So I'm going to get it all stuck down, get the sentiment on, and then I'll show you it when it's all finished. Okay, so that's everything stuck down, and there's the finished card. So we've got lots of room to still be able to personalise this if I need to. I do need to add the other layer. So you'll see I've brought everything down a little bit lower on this one. So I just need to add the white card in there. And again, you know, lots of space there to add a gift card, any other small gifts, and then just pop that in there like so. It's so cute. And if for some reason somebody asks me if I've got a card for a gardener and it's their birthday, I can just take this off. It's just tied with some string. So yeah, easy to change up if I need to, but I think it's lovely. So you can see it really colourful there with the greens and the pattern papers, or if you want to keep it all one colour, I think that looks really nice as well. So I hope you've enjoyed this fun card style from me today. I will have coming up now those other bag style cards that I mentioned here, so you might want to watch those next. The playlist would have been shared at some point as well. All of the product, as always, will be linked in the description box below the video, so you'll find everything I've used there. And if you've enjoyed today, please give me a thumbs up. It really does help out the channel. And if you're not subscribed, consider subscribing and hit that notification bell, and that way you won't miss out on any future tutorials. See you all again soon. Bye.